G'day and welcome to another Voice Essentials vocal analysis. I'm Dr. Dan and today we're looking at Chris Cornell, the lead singer from bands like Soundgarden and Audioslave. The tune that we're going to be listening to him present us with today is a tune called Nothing Compares to You. I originally knew this song as a Sinead O'Connor piece. In fact, it was originally written by Prince for his group called The Family back in, was it 1985? And today I want to really just enjoy the maturity of this performance, and we're going to analyze what he's doing with his voice because there's so much going on. It is, as we would expect, really clever. Let's get straight into it, and we'll analyze what he's doing as we go.
Sound check.
Love the use of the cello, just beautiful. The guitar work, fabulous.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away.
So straight off the bat, Chris is drawing us in to the lyric. He's allowing the lyric to sit really prominent in the front part of the whole landscape of this piece. And that is going to be the dominant feature of this entire performance. We're going to really be able to always have connection to the lyric. At no point does Chris hide that away. And that will come through some really interesting choices around articulation, vocal tract shaping, and also the way he uses dynamic shifts. We'll talk about those things as we go along.
I go out all night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever I choose.
Oh, I love that. That little slur there. Just so expressive. You know, remembering the contemporary voice is not about, perfect accuracy, pinpoint note singing. It's about expressing lyric. And Chris is giving us a masterclass.
I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant. Nothing can take away these blues.
Now see how he did that, just that little moment where he lifted the dynamic and shifted just that sort of expression, and he let it sort of swell for us, and then he just pulls it back. He's not going to give it all to us in one verse, one chorus, right? And so he's just pulling us in.
There's nothing compared to you. It's been so lonely without you here.
So let's just talk about his use of vocal tract shape, because it's the shaping of his vocal tract that gives us that really unique vocal signature that we all know as Chris Cornell. And that is that there's quite a tight pharyngeal wall, so the pharyngeal constrictors have really shaped, and the tongue we might even want to be referring to it as tongue root tension, where the tongue's just pulling back and it's just creating a little bit of tightness just above the larynx. And the soft palate is a little bit low too, I think, which just gives it that little bit of nasalized tone. dare I say it, there's a little bit of twang in there, and all of those things combined give us that rather narrow tone. I'd be keen to know what you're hearing, and make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments section below.
Like a bird without a song, nothing can stop these long.
I love this. Have a look at his seated position. In many respects, it's everything that we typically encourage singers not to do. He's rocked back in his pelvis. The leg is up over one leg. He's got the guitar sitting there. What I do really appreciate about his position around the mic, though, is he's not positioned to the mic where he's up to it, but in fact, he's always sort of got his head angled so it's always at least neutral, and he always sort of angles around the mic like so. It's really effective mic technique.
The tears from falling, tell me, where did I go wrong?
Well, and it really draws that placement back. It's interesting because for up until this point, his placement has been really quite consistently forward. It has had this sort of point at which he's been positioning the voice into, and he uses the movement of his placement. Now let's just take it back. Have a listen to how the voice places a little bit differently, but beautifully, because it just creates a different acoustic, which gives us, that change, that variation.
Can't stop these lonely tears from falling, tell me,
Here it is.
where did I go wrong?
Wrong.
I could put my arms around any girl I choose, but it just reminds me of you. I went to the doctor and guess what?
So we're seeing a little bit of activation here. Now that's in part because the type of phonation that he is using in this performance, we could possibly classify it as what some might refer to as pressed phonation. It has a tightness to it. Now, in some disciplines of voice, that would be an absolute no-no. In this particular case, I don't think so. I think it really lends itself again to the overall picture that Chris is painting for us, and it creates tension, not just physical tension, but tension in the acoustic, tension in the performance. And we can use the idea of press phonation to give us that sense of friction in the moment.
What it told me, said, boy, you better try to have fun, no matter what you do. But he's a fool.
You can hear that press phonate. He's a fool.
'Cause
Right.
nothing compares to you. Keaton Simons.
Can I just say, I love this guitar solo. And great musicians make great choices, and that's exactly what we hear in this. Beautiful Taylor guitar. Remembering, this is all live, single take. Fabulous. Oh, yeah. Again, the cello. So rich. Can I just... How would you like to be the guy in the back? Yeah, I mean, like he's actually witnessing something that's just phenomenal. It's like he's the fly, literally the fly on the wall.
All the flowers that you planted, mama, in your backyard.
Can I just point out the layering that's going on here? you know, it's not all in all the time. You know, they've really, really shaped this for us.
All the flowers that you planted, mama,
Yeah.
in your backyard, all died when you went away. And
Loving it.
I know living with me, baby, is sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try.
Going to give us dynamic again. And
It's nothing compared, nothing compares to you. Nothing compares.
can I just point out too his phrasing there? He's not just rolling out the same phrase every time. He actually just held the phrase there, the lyric, again, just to hold us in tension. He's held us in tension the entire performance, and that is what makes it, well, that's the reason why it's had 144 million views.
It's nothing compared, nothing compares to you.
Yeah.
Nothing compares, nothing compares to you, to you.
How good. How good.
Thank you.
So good. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, oh yeah, I want to learn to sing like Chris Cornell, more power to you. Second thing is, I want you to just be careful when we do create that level of tightness at the back of the throat. It can be highly fatiguing for a voice that doesn't naturally want to do that. Obviously, Chris has found a way to manage the voice and be able to do that, you know, time in, time out. For us, mere mortals, we do have to be careful because that level of tension at the back of the throat can lead to heightened levels of fatigue, and if done, you know, mindlessly, can create a bit of wear and tear. So just be careful if you're choosing to employ that kind of sound. I hope you've enjoyed today's vocal analysis. How could you not enjoy watching Chris Cornell at his very best? And I hope you are at your very best. I very much look forward to seeing you again soon. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.